Hola. Just gonna quickly set up Unity since that's still launching. Hola, Firelord. Yeah, are you okay? What a funky way to miss a stream. Remind me in the future, but we'll have to have a mission that you do where you need to deliver medicine to someone's house for their broken leg. And the flavor text for that mission is, I fell out of my chair trying to watch a stream. I need medicine. Could you go pick me up some? I will literally add a mission like that. There's gonna be so many inside jokes I'm gonna be adding in personally. I need to add that fighter jet as well. The really long cursed fighter jet. Script, what is wrong with you? Why are you so bad at not hurting yourself? There we go. Bonk. Okay, first things first is re-importing this. There, now you can see both Unity and Blender. There we go. So now select the, where's the bone? Oh, here. Bonk. So now we select the, let's just rename this first of all, type 1 armature. Okay, now we select everything here. Select the armature, Control P, automatic weights, go back to the armature, see if it works. Yeah, it would actually help if I, actually assign the vertex group to the mesh. There we go. Now if I parent it, actually let me undo all that. That is, we'll do 75 degrees. That is not what I wanted. And this will represent throttle input -1 to 1, or whatever numbers is set. I split this, get a graph editor going. Grab W. Just, oh, I can't do that. There we go. Why can't I? There you go. Jewel. Go. Now it's linear. Perfect. Let me make these bones hidden. Make sure there's no clipping. Now export this. Objects, components. Okay, now import new asset. They're all type 1. Hey! Hello, Jake Kilio. How do you be doing? Look at that, boys. First component modeled and ready. Hell yeah. Okay. I guess I'll make some basic materials for it. And when I mean basic, I mean pretty basic. Material, black. Literally just gonna be black, as the name might suggest. Go back to components. There you go. Select you, black, black. Oh, they changed. That's new. Preview. There we go. It's because I had the stream too small. Here we go. It's this one. Alright. Okay, now I need to make a gray one. Ooh. Look. Where are they? Block materials. I need to get used to where everything is, since there's some new new file structures in here. Can I just like yoink? I'll go back to components. Color go yoink. Hell yeah. Colorable, I'm leaving that empty because that would have to be a special actually no, I'll just make a I'll make a texture and I'll let Wes deal with it after. You know, cuz that's kind of his domain. I have no idea how the coloring's going to work. I'm not smart enough to understand. Colorable one. I'll make this my favorite color because um, I'm the developer and I'm allowed to choose. So there we go. That's pretty freaking bright, not gonna lie. Speaking of which, I should probably tone down the bloom. I just don't know where that is. I think it's done through a shader probably. Again, I am not the smarts. Okay. We have the first part model imported. What an amazing oh wow, he got the shader working for blocks. Now the blocks actually get colored based on depth. That's nice. Okay. Back to Blender. Now we need to set up the armature for this one. So we're gonna want armature, which spawned in the wrong spot. Armature. Scale this down. You're gonna be lever 1, which will go from left and right. Oh, let me actually rename the other bone to base. Duplicate you, call you lever 2. So here, select everything. Vertex group, call it base. Actually assign it this time, not be dumb. Select everything, vertex group. Lever 1, assign. Other one, select it all. Lever 2, assign. Select all the objects and then the armature last. Control P, empty groups. Check that it works. It does. Switch that to a actual unit people use. Move them. Them over 75. 75. Record. Record. Over to 100. 75 in the other direction. Record. Same thing on this one. Record. Over here. Make it linear. Select the other one, make it linear. Make sure they are linear. There. Fast pog. Why, thank you. Select everything. Export. Scroll type. To export FBX. Go back to our good old little game here. Import new asset and import the second one. Oh, interesting. Why did this one import like this? Ah, I think I forgot to, ooh, interesting. Okay, which one is that? Hold on. Which side is that? Was that the left? It'd be nice if it told me what bones that was. Oh, I don't think you guys could see that because it's covered by the, yeah, okay, so, oops, wrong one. There we go. Just move this over to the left side for now. If you take a look, the Unity editor doesn't actually tell me the bones, I don't think. So that's great. Oh well. Wait, why is one of them appearing backwards? Ah, the scale on this one's wrong. Apply scale. There we go, fixed. Okay, I need to go and hold on. Where is the armature on this one? Ah, it's over here. There we go. Okay, I need to export everything here. Wait, hold on. Let me actually first just verify that this one actually has... Okay, this one doesn't have animation, so I need to fix the first one. Okay, so let's actually import the second one properly. Open this in Explorer. Open up the file on my computer. Where's Mara? Objects, components. Bonk. There we go. Fixed. Okay, let's re-import that one. Select everything. Export. I will not be getting it to work because that's not my job. My job is only to put it in game. So once we do get it working, we'll most likely do a little teaser stream showing some of the stuff working. I guess you could call it like a first gameplay look, but you know. There we go. Okay. Next object. Let me actually rename this armature throttle. Type 2 armature. That's nice. Model type 3 armature. Okay. Edit mode. Scale this down. Come here. Change you the base. Let me just move them over so they're actually easier to see. Select them like one by one. Lever 1. Parent use base. Lever 2. Lever 3. Select you. Group, name base. Sign. Lever 1. And so on and so forth. Hey Bob, look, I have diamond levers. Oh no. Cyan is my favorite color, fun fact. That's why they're cyan. You think triple levers are good? Hey, hey Fire Lord. You're gonna like the next one then. You're welcome. Yeah, meme throttle. I kind of like the meme throttle. I don't have a B52 style lever. The reason why the largest one right now is 4, and the reason for that is right now there's physically no more space. But if I rearranged everything, I could fit a 5th lever. I could make a B52 style throttle, but like that's not really important right now. If I finish all the other stuff I'm supposed to do first, and I could add one in. Or you can model it in, yeah. Okay, select everything, armature, parent, empty. Hose. Yeah, select all of these. Vernier? Hold on, let me check out that vernier throttle. Oh boy. I could probably add that style Monday. Kind of reminds me of the throttles I have in some really small planes. They're just like, you just pull them. I think Cessna has those too, no? Uh-oh. I think I am going to need to change the music because I am technically only allowed to play Monster Cat because I changed the rules. So let me just change that before I get fucking Banned. Full thrust lever. Oh, you mean like for engines? Fast is immune to getting heated. I wish. Probably not right away. Again, you can either mod it in, or eventually they will be added to the base game. But for now, these are the kind of levers that we'll have. Cause like really specific things, specifics, I can't say that word. Um, modding for an unreleased game. So are we gonna have throttle override logic inputs? Throttle override logic inputs. You mean like when you can like forcefully make the throttle go up or down with on and off? I have no idea. I'm not in charge of coding, and I don't know what the plans are for that. I do know that we're gonna have like a Lua based. We're most likely going to have a Lua based logic system. So I mean, there's nothing stopping you from coding that in to do it. Export. Wait, let's just check the scales. There we go. Okay, they're all good. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, import new asset, throttle type 3. Fucking excuse me? Why is one lever... Okay, one lever doesn't have a keyframe. They all have keyframes. So... why is one of them not deploying? Interesting. Very interesting. Hehe. Oops. Well, I mean, it would be great if, like, things actually imported correctly. Try that again. Let me... reselect everything. File... export... export... re-import... Okay, why... why are you doing this to me? Which throttle lever is that? Is there any way that... phone... probably in rig. Nope. Seriously, okay, what's causing this? See you around, Fire Lord. Well, I try to figure out why one lever is not animating. Okay, let's try this again. Ah, there we go, fixed it. I'm such a genius, hooray. I did not try flex tape. I don't actually have. Since flex tape is such like an amazing material, it went extinct when every single country in the world tried to build everything out of flex tape. So I don't actually have access to it anymore, sadly. Why don't we have a flex tape item? I mean, for repairs, we're gonna have things like repair kits or welders and stuff like that. We can't really call it flex tape because that's copyrighted. So. Oh my god, can I rotate this? No. Interesting. Okay, I didn't know you could do that. I'd like to align this so I can take a nice promo picture. That's in the ground. Right there. Oh, yeah, I'd call it bend tape or something stupid like that, you know? Bend tape. Bonk. Ah, perfect distance. Perfect position. David tape. I'm gonna have to make my own commercial. Okay, so I just realized something. I animated them all wrong. But I'm gonna keep them like that because I think that's actually better than what I was gonna do, how I was gonna do it before. Because I was supposed to put the pivot point a little bit tourist tape. Ooh, I like that tourist tape. I was supposed to put the pivot point a little bit lower, but like I kind of like having it high up like that, so I'm gonna keep it. Edit mode, EQ, base. It's settled. Maybe we could make it like a what do you call it? like if you were here from the beginning, then you have the choice of changing the skin of like a repair item to Turas tape. Obama tape. You gotta you gotta have the trademark in there, or like it's not as good. You it's like it's a legal requirement at this point. Let's all be honest here. Okay, parent, bonk. Axis, 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 axis. There we go. Move these over. I trademarked the trademark. Tradeception. TM tape. I actually kind of like TM tape. That's really ingenious. Oops. That is not the position I want. Trademark tape. Okay, this is just getting better and better now. Where is the thonk when I need it most? Don't make me pull up an image of the thonk meme. I'll just replace the stream with that. It's just gonna be the thonk meme, that's it. Hahaha, throttle Scober. It's so weird seeing them like actually in game. Like this is gonna be a legit part that you'll be able to use. It's just kind of, I guess, weird seeing like the evolution of an idea to actually doing it. They look like mini battleship cannons, right? How do you choose which lever to operate? So, to control one lever individually, it either would be a key binding or you physically look at the lever and drag it. Otherwise, it's all of them at once. Okay, now comes the fun one. Animating the gear shifter. Base. Oops, don't connect. Okay, bind them together, Control P, empty groove. Oh my god, wow, I'm terrible at speaking today. Groups. There we go. So now I need to do a little bit of thinking. So frame 1 will just be a frame 1 will be the neutral position. Then I have 100 frames to play with, but I'm not limited to that. So I'm gonna boost this up to 120. Hold on, no, there's 4 positions. So I'll do 160 frames. One, and then every 40 frames will be neutral. There. Then in between these frames will be the movement. Have fun taking a shower, sir. About there, so that's 16.2 degrees. Keyframe. 16.2 degrees keyframe. Go back to the centaur. And then move to formation. Right there. That's negative 23.3, but it's a little bit too far. So bring this down to 15 keyframe. There it goes. Now shifting it into first gear is that. And then to keep it in that, you would just pause on frame 20. Speaking of which, I should probably do reverse, then gear 1, gear 2, gear 3, so it's easier on West to program the animation in. So this would be positive. Then the great thing about this is I can just select all of these keyframes, paste them in, reposition them. There. Now the only thing I have to change are the numbers. Ba, 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 ba. Helipad throttle. What do you mean helipad throttle? Oh, yeah, no, this isn't a throttle, this is a gear shifter. Reverse. 1, 2, 3. I need to fix the fact that it goes straight. It needs to stop right in the middle there. Uh, I am going to fix this by making it linear. Bonk. There, so now you just freeze the frame. Gear shifter gober. Well, each of the levers have its own physics collision to print. No. That's like really, that would be really inefficient. There would also like be no real point for that. Like I know we're gonna be a very detailed and complex game, but like not that complex over there, you know? That's a little bit too much. Even we have a line to draw somewhere. I'm gonna talk to Wes, but I might actually remove these base pieces here. Cause yeah, we'll see. Welcome back. This did not export correctly, and I know why. Damn armature. Okay, let's see, actually, did it export correctly? Yeah, it did. Okay, no problem. Okay. Let me just re-import it to make sure. Interesting. Do I have to restart Unity? Why are there two animations in here? Pull up, pull up. It's armature action. Let me remove the other one. Yeah, 002. You can go away. Or can I not delete that? Okay, for some reason I can't delete it. Whatever, I'll let West figure that out. See. Okay. So since this one has 6 positions, let's do some math. 2 seconds. 240 frames on this one. Okay, so uh 19.3. Be 17. There, just so it's all nice round numbers. Perfect. There we go. Now we just change all of the different stuff. See you around, Niffly. Ah, that's not something I considered. From here, it's just a straight shot up. So that the animation doesn't actually need that many frames, because it can just go straight up. Okay, let's delete all this then. I'll copy this. Twenty-two point six. 22.6. Make this a negative. So reverse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then I can go back to copying this. Oh, that was very fast. I thought you had to leave. Hit. 100. So reverse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the great part of how I'm animating this is that in the logic, I'm animating from neutral to every position, but let's say in the actual game, you go to, you want to put it in gear 1, so it would skip to frame 40, play through the frames, stop at 60, and then let's say you wanted to go to gear 2, it would play from there since it's already at gear 1, it would go 1, 2. But then let's say you wanted to go from gear 2 to gear 5 for whatever reason. It would go, we could have it programmed so it goes back to 100. And then from 100 it jumps to, I think it's 160, yeah, 160. And then goes straight to gear 5. Right now it's reverse is the bottom left. Top left is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uh, 1 second, cause I was looking at a actual shifter, and that's how the shifter was laid out. Yeah, there is already one. I haven't put it in yet. Uh, no, I just got I got gear 1 in reverse wrong, but everything else is correct. So the reverse gear in gear 1 should be switched. Otherwise it's correct. So this should be reverse. This is gear 1, and then gear 2, 3, 4, 5. So this and this need to switch spots. There. So reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me check that out. Yeah, the one I'm looking at has the reverse gear in the position that I have. So. Well, I mean, I'm doing this off the assumption that you don't get to choose which position is which gear, but I have no idea if that's how we're doing it or not. So, you know, for all I know, I could be completely wrong, and it doesn't actually matter how I animate it. Because Wes told me, but I forgot because I am smart. Next up is Gearbox Auto, which is basically a another throttle, but it looks different. Calm realism. Yeah, once we get to like the jet part of making parts, it's gonna be really fucking funky. actually having to put the math and create the balance, but you know, we'll get there eventually. That's gonna be fun though. I'll probably end up doing the balancing, and if anyone knows me, they know how much how much I like to mess with things, get them perfect. Probably up to a fault, I would say, actually. You better add 1x1 jets. Wow, thank you for being so, what's the word? On it? Like, so interested, I guess? I don't know what a good term would be for that. Nice, select the armature, please. 100. Man's addicted to a game that's not even out. Wow. Is this the power of Turas Mara? No, F. Big F. As for 1x1 jets, we'll probably be adding like, if not like custom diameter jets, then a multitude of jet parts. Because if I make the models, then a certain person's basically going to be required to make them work, or he'll feel bad. West, I put all this work in these parts and you don't even make them work? Come on. And then be like, okay, okay, David, I'll make them work, don't worry. Big brain. Well, it would be sliders, more like. So like you just choose like you place it down and then you choose diameter, that's all. By the way, will we be able to make adapters so we can have a 1x1 engine but with 3x3 exhaust? I don't see why not. Because basically, like all we'd have to do is just have like two sides of the mesh generated and then a generated mesh in between. Because that might be a little bit more complex, because we would have to generate vertices, but like I have a few ideas of how to get around that, just like off the top of my head. So we could make connectors that just like they just look like they connect, but they actually would connect, because in the game code the size doesn't really matter. Yeah, so you can make like because you could make like a Harrier style engine, a massive engine, but with like 3 or 4 small exhausts all over the plane. Like with that kind of system. Well, yeah, but don't expect that kind of stuff anytime soon. You know, like we still have a lot of work to do before we get anywhere near that part. Hehe. I know the pain and suffering of waiting. Imagine waiting 2 weeks, right? Waiting 2 weeks for an update to come out. The update comes out, and it's one part that's broken. And then it takes them another 3 weeks to fix it. Every storm or something be like, bonk. I'm not sure how the nature of like how we're gonna update the game, like if it's gonna be a bunch of small updates that add like a few things here and there, or if like absolutely massive like massive content patches every now and then. Yeah, 1 week. We're even there. You have let's say you have 5 days of working, 4 days coding, making new content, 1 day just completely bug fixes. And if you run out of bugs to fix, then continue adding more content. What bothers me is the fact that they were somehow okay with releasing to version 1 with how broken the game is right now. Like like I've been told it was because of like they were forced to, but I'm not sure if I can believe that. Like I want to, but like, you know, were they? When you run out of bugs to fix. Yeah, you know, as if that's ever gonna freaking happen, huh? I'll give them the benefit of the doubt and say that they were forced to leave early access. But you know, I don't know how accurate that is. Well, there's like version 1 released with some pretty bad bugs. Like, how do you have a main feature of your game, aka vehicle spawning, for missions just break? You know, like, I don't know about you, but I feel like that's a little critical. Oh, fun fact about the weather since you brought it up. Uh, so they said the weather would be randomly or procedurally generated. So it's like, you know, all that blabble they use, like, oh, it's better than ever before. Fun fact, one of our modders, I think it was actually Nifly, um, went through the files trying to find some information related on that so they could do their own weather effects. Ended up finding out that the game just uses a noise map to generate the weather. Like a pre-made noise map. So it's not even random. Yeah. Now, I don't know how the game uses that noise map, but my guess is, you know, doesn't actually matter. Yes, right? I get that glitch too. Like sometimes I'll join a world, like after like not playing for a while, and I'm like, it's at 100% rain, and I'll have to second guess myself. Like I'm pretty sure when I was testing this, it wasn't at like 2.2 billion kilometers an hour rain, but you know, storm works for you. I don't know how. I don't even know how that would get corrupted. Like that information. How does that not? Yeah, it. I don't know. I don't know. Like. I actually have I had an aircraft. By the way, just for the people looking on the recording, Jay Coolio asks, interesting fact in Stormworks, with wind 100, with wind 100%, fixed wing aircraft can act like VTOL aircraft. I would say it's actually worse than that. I have had vehicles at 100% wind actually fly backwards at full power. That's how strong the wind is. That's like past hurricane levels of wind. That's like city destroying levels of wind. I've actually had wind so high I took off at negative. The plane was moving backwards and it took off. It's the wind is so thick. Um, one by one, the parts enter the game. This is gonna make West so happy seeing all this stuff. Ah, time for the flip switches. Ooh, excuse me. What's this armature attached to? Push button. There we go. Okay. Continue on. Speaking of version numbering, that's like the one thing I've never had a project that's had version numbers before. So what I normally do for my versioning is the first number denotes a addition of a feature, like a gameplay feature. The second number is a minor feature, and then the third number are patches. Either that or I go V1, V2, V3, V4, V5, but that's a little bit hard to understand. So like with public public um, public projects, I try to be a little bit more, you know, a little more descriptive. Not like anyone would ever understand what they actually meant, like any normal person. Like no one's gonna look at a number and be like, ah yes, I know exactly what's been added in that one. People will just be like, oh, my version is higher than yours, therefore I probably have a more stable game in a perfect world. Yeah, but like Minecraft is a whole other beast, you know? It's such a big game at this point that there's some people that know the like to the freaking millisecond when everything was added. Imagine trying to create the Minecraft cinematic universe. Ah yes, MCU. Okay, stop. Oh, you're into the Marvel Cinematic Universe? No, 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 no. Minecraft Cinematic Universe. Hold on, one of these. I'm actually going to reduce the um, there, that's better. How many different positions should I put for this thing? The flip switch, because like usually it's up and down, but like should it just be up and down? I don't really interact with these kinds of switches on a daily basis, you know, so. Well, that doesn't matter. I need to know how many positions to animate, and then that would be something selected in game. 4 positions, okay. One in each, like north, south, east, and west, right? Gotcha. When I post the in-game picture of these components, I'm gonna do a little vote to see if I should remove the base for them. I think that would be a lot better. Because if I remove the base, then like imagine having like 6 of these. Because you could fit like 9. Actually, you could fit 9 of these switches in one square. So I'm gonna have to talk to West about that. And who knows? Maybe in the future, you'll be placing them like one switch. Like you could place 9 switches, let's say, on one block. I remember that was a concept too. But again, I'll have to talk to Wes. I would be interested in that, so I could probably end up convincing him one day. But for sure not right away, because that would take a little bit of time. Why is this not binding? Which... There we go. Perfect. Select everything. And the great thing about doing... hey Samuel. So, you missed quite a few things, but glad to have you. In fact, I could easily show you everything you missed. Let me just finish doing this. Put this in position. So, what you missed is basically I'm importing all of the components that will be available in the game for pre-release 1, or pre-alpha release actually, and they're all animated. I can't easily show the animations. I'd have to go one by one and show them, but they're all animated. Now I'm at this flow flip switch here. Okay. Moving on. Thanks. These really bright colors. The cyan represents colorable 1, and the red represents colorable 2, meaning they're two separate colors that you can switch around. The reason why I chose cyan is because it's my favorite color, and red because I just chose red. And right now I'm lighting everything up so I can take a nice clickbait picture. Yeah, I really like blue. Uh, I think probably 50% of my wardrobe is some shade of blue. Oh. Now, these aircraft controls, I am not going to be animating these because these are going to be controlled differently. Because of how, like we won't know the positions they're going to be in. So those have to be animated differently. So I'm going to leave that up to West. He said he gonna handle that. They buying a lot of art, and they're all abstract blue. Hell yeah. Let me actually make some new block materials here. Create material. This one's just gonna be red. 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 Change this to kind of a darkish red. New one. Create material. Dark gray. Darker gray. There we go. My favorite material, red. Ooh, what's this? Hello, build blasters. A little late on the stream, but basically we're importing all of the various uh, models that I've made into the game, the components. I just realized I could make a mock-up vehicle. Okay, I'm doing that next. After I'm done importing everything, I'm gonna make a mock-up cockpit. That's really gonna get some people riled up. Well, depending on how long it's been since you've checked on the development, a lot has happened. We're not necessarily chugging along because we're all busy with real life things, and like we're not. This isn't our focus, but work is still being done. I made it. It's a work in progress map. Since if that's where if that's how long you've been out of the loop for, I'll go ahead and show you. So, right, this visual glitch. Let me save. Get rid of the bug. Okay, one second. I'm gonna have to restart my program. Technical difficulties. Technical difficulties. Yeah, I'll be showing you the whole island in a second. One moment. While I reboot Unity. We really need to update the editor we use because it's there's some problems. There we go. Jump over the building. There we go. So let me reconfigure the stream so things are a little bit easier to see. Maximize this tab. Okay. So this is going to be the first island available to the players. It's heavy work in progress, obviously. It's basically a mountain ridge going down the middle with tons of flat land around it. Yeah, just jump over that house. As you can see, the houses are mere dots on this map. So this is a very large island for the first island. In terms of habitable islands, oh yeah, ignore that terrain glitch. I still need to fix it. As you can see, the terrain is very rough because I have to touch up on it, but the basic shape. The basic shape is there. I also have to repair this. Wes did this. He's really sorry for it, but you know, whatever. Oh yeah, I pulled a lighthouse there too. This is probably going to be one of the like medium-sized habitable islands with people on it. Habited islands. One of the more medium-sized. As you can see, this is a 40 meter tall lighthouse. This thing is huge. The character is like stands about here, right next to it. So this is gonna go there. I haven't done the coastline yet, obviously. There's going to be a town here and a town up there somewhere. In terms of flat areas, there's going to be a industrial area here, but for cars and planes and stuff, there's going to be a about 600 meter long runway right here. This little flat area here is about 600 meters. There will be a dock in town, a small dock for small boats and stuff, yes. And this industrial area here will have a much larger dock. So that's the map. And there's a lot of debug things around, like this buoy to test some of the water effects, like the foam, and then the beach itself, and then a block here that tests the changing of the light as you go deeper into the water. And if I go back into play mode here, Yeah, it's 16 square kilometers. Why can't I control my character? Oh, great. Yeah, see, there's some times where when I change play state, the like Unity just freezes. So I have to close Unity and I have to reopen it. Uh, Apparently it's West has that issue too. We don't know what causes it. It's not a problem with the game, it's a problem with the editor. Imagine choosing Germany. Actually the game is based in Scotland because that's where West lives. If I recall the reason. Welcome back, Nifly. I'm just showing the graphics a little bit. There. So we do actually have a water shader based on the player position. As you get deeper, the like you start losing light. It's a little bit rough. There's still some bugs with it we need to fix. Like this will change light, like how the game looks in a closed area, which we need to fix, obviously, because that's not proper. But if you're in the water, it gets much harder to see as you go deeper. So like having floodlights and stuff like that on your submarine will be important. And also we need to fix the color changes too, because as you can see it's way too blue. And it gets worse the deeper you go. Not yet, we haven't put those in yet. Yeah. The water effect right now is early work in progress. As time goes on, it's gonna get better, but this is what we have right now, or at least what I have right now. I'm not sure if I'm on latest. Yeah, so let me walk over. Or run over, actually. Through this small town. Over here. These are the size of the parts compared to the player. The player is a little bit too big, keep in mind, but as you can see, they are actually kind of small. Okay. Hold on. Script wants me to go back to the water. They are to scale 25, the same scale as Stormworks, basically. Is this good? I think the character is about 1.8 meters tall, or like almost 2 meters tall. So. Also, I'm running around, definitely. Okay. I'm gonna make my way over to the buildings over there. The sand is way blue. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about some of the coloring. We need to fix it. But like the basic premise is there. See, if I go up to these doors, I come up right here. As you can see, like I'm as tall as the door, and my head should be like a little like down here. So that character is way too big. But yeah, the proportions are a lot better than Stormworks. don't have any collisions right now because they're just I'm just importing them into the game. Dev stream. So yeah, okay, back to work. I wonder if do I still hold on? Do I still have the tree? Oh my god, I still have the tree. We're still trying to get trees to look good. Uh, we're having some shader problems with that. So there's no mesh. The as you can see, the ocean is completely procedurally generated. It like the mesh does for it doesn't exist until you're in the game. Yeah. So the problem with the leaves, this is base rendering, right? The problem with it is we need a shader to do this. And West hasn't created the shader for it yet. But hey, at least the birch texture looks okay. Kind of. It gets cut off a lot. I have to. Oh, and there's a watermark on it. Amazing. Don't you guys love stand-in models for testing? Yeah. Uh. Yeah, leaf shadows. Like that's not how the trees are gonna look. That was a test model that I whipped up to test lighting. That's like 3 or 4 months old. I have no idea, Nifly. It's not my my area, so I can't really answer that. I don't want to answer and give a wrong answer. You know what I mean? So. That's a good idea. Hiding, like, I really want tons of like throwbacks and like nods to people who are here from the beginning. See you around, blasters. The Cheester egg. Oh no. Okay, so we've got that. Okay, next is this. Which idea? That's a very cute idea, Toyota. Okay, some questions. Sniffly. Will there be caves with like Perlin worms or something to be random? Right now the world is completely handcrafted, so cave structures would be if cave structures exist, they would be handcrafted. Uh, there, in the future, we might start adding in some randomly generated features, but that's in the future. We've decided that at this stage, it's better to handcraft than to randomly generate terrain. It also lets us put personal touches in the terrain, but we might end up switching to a system like Stormworks where we make tiles and then randomly generate the land around it. Um, but right now it's handcrafted. Nope. Um, yeah, so like hiding small Easter eggs. I like the idea of I'm I'm very big on crediting the people who helped build something. Like let's say for some of my mods in Stormworks, I actually have a trophy that's part of one of my mods to commemorate the work that some people put in. And I want to do the same thing with this. You know, I don't want to be one of those people who are like, oh, look at everything I did. It's look at everything I did with the help of the community. Because without the community, you don't have a game. In fact, about half the parts here are parts requested on stream when I was making them. That would be the second version of this button, this flip switch, the style of the throttles was suggested or requested. I was gonna have this style for all of them, but these three styles were requested. There's a few others that I haven't imported yet, so I'll say them as I put on. I take them out. Script, everything you make is freaking gold, so probably. Nifly asks, will there be a sort of instrument panel with configurable instruments? So, how it's planned, eventually, we would like a system where you just place stuff onto like block faces, and like you would be able to mix and match various stuff together to make your own like control panels. So there probably will be yeah, like multiple blocks per voxel kind of a thing, exactly. That's what we're one day hoping to have. Okay, so a few different things I'd like to respond. So Samuel, thank you. Yes. So I will be adding more styles of throttles in the future. These are just what the pre-release will be releasing with. But there will definitely be a lot more throttle options. Bob, I think where instruments are scalable. We were also toying with that idea as well, so that could be a possibility, but not confirmed. It's in talks. It would probably be kind of like a a grid within one block based system, if that makes sense. Uh, I don't think engines would be scaled down that small. So there's only some things that'll be procedural. Not everything. Yeah, mods. Mods go burr. I mean, we're gonna hopefully eventually have the game set up in such a way so that you can mod pretty much whatever you want into the game, like new features or spins on old features. Ooh, why does that look like that? Hmm, that's not right. Interesting. Why? Why is it doing that? Drivable duck scoper. So you're gonna pull a Minecraft. Yeah, basically. Uh-oh, plan to do the fucky wucky. Hell yeah. One piston, 2 million horsepower. Ew, RPS? We ain't using RPS here. Go back to Stormworks there. We don't use that kind of language here. Radians per day. RPH. RPM, but the catch is M is milliseconds. I think that might be my favorite one so far. I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, let's see if this fixed that. Bonk. It did not. Why is... Excuse me? Very interesting, very interesting. Quick question. What the fuck? Okay, let's retry this. So position 1, we'll do 180 at 50. 180. So a bucket with Blender's antenna on it. Hold on. Radians per month times x to the minus 12 equals 3. Per millennia. Oh, hey, it's amazing, okay? This bucket with a blender antenna. I love it. I think this should be the mascot of the game. Okay, if this doesn't work, I will have to shoot someone. And shoot me some money. I wish. Okay, well, it's fixed. However, it's not spinning. Why are there only 20 frames? Ooh, that is not cash money. Yeah, they here. Bye, Nifly. This does not work, so I will have to shoot someone past 2020. Shoot me some IQ. Oh boy. There we go. Okay, fixed. Okay, now let's apply the materials. Next is a keyboard. I need to make a special material for this keyboard. Block materials, create material, keyboard. Go to texture dump, import new asset, Turas Mara, textures, paired. No, I think I put in raw here. Probably in objects. where did I store the texture for this thing? Decals, there it is. Okay. Decals. There we go. Bonk. There we go. Keyboard Gober. Okay, next are the styles. Oh, this is a classic song. Style face is gonna have to stay blank for now. It's gonna take me so long to edit this video. Because I'm recording this at the same time, so people who couldn't make the stream could still keep up with what happened during it. And so far we are at 2 hours and 21 minutes of streaming, which is 2 hours and 21 minutes of video I'm gonna have to compress down, which I won't have time to do that right away. That's gonna be fun. No. Let's do this. There we go. All current parts have been added. And with this... Oh, I haven't been talking this whole time. I kind of got focused on what I was doing and, yeah. So I've added all of the parts in. All of their animations are in too. Now all that's left is for West to take over and put the code behind them, and yeah. Next up for me is making wheels and stuff like that, so some basic parts to make an actual vehicle. I'll be ending the stream shortly, and after I end the stream I'll be editing that video and getting that out probably today or tomorrow. So I'm also going to make a quick mock-up of how a vehicle cockpit could look with all these parts I've created. So look forward to that. But yeah, if there's any last minute questions, let them be heard now. Okay, well, it looks like there's no questions. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. So thank y'all for coming, and see you probably next week. Bye bye.